Hello everyone, my name is Marah, and today's case is about Amir Jennings, who was only 1 year old when he went missing from Columbia, South Carolina in 2011. And just a quick reminder before I get started. I always try to do the best research and get the most accurate information I can for every single case that I cover. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get into today's case. Amir Jennings was born on June 28th of 2010. He was said to be a happy baby that loved music and clapping and singing along to songs. His dad's name is Roderick Mitchell, and his mom's name is Zinah Jennings. She was 22 years old and attending Winthrop University in Rock Hill, South Carolina. And Zinah was doing very well in college when she found out that she was pregnant. And unfortunately, her pregnancy came with many complications. But Amir was born happy and healthy in June of 2010. Sadly though, after his birth, things were not going as smoothly for Zinah. It was said she began to behave very erratically. And this was because Zinah was struggling with postpartum depression. The definition for postpartum depression is depression suffered by a mother following childbirth. It typically arises from the combination of hormonal changes, psychological adjustments to motherhood, and fatigue. And she was also put on an antipsychotic medication for schizophrenia. And schizophrenia is a serious mental condition of a type involving a breakdown in the relation between thought, emotion, and behavior, leading to faulty perception, inappropriate actions, and feelings. Zinah was also said to be using drugs and alcohol, which definitely did not help her mental state. She was constantly making phone calls to family and friends, very clearly upset. She would tell them how hard it was to raise a young child. I just want to put out a warning here quick too. I'm about to get into some of the child abuse parts of this story, so just be aware. Zinah's friends said that there was times where they had seen her kick Amir. And another time, she squeezed his head so hard that he began crying. Zinah had also left Amir in a hot car with all the windows rolled up. She also openly talked about selling Amir or giving him away. And it's just so sad and frustrating. There was clearly all of these red flags that she was putting right out there that she needed some serious help or someone to step in and take Amir. But it looks as though there really wasn't that much done. And then Zinah was arrested on November 9th of 2011 for possession and prostitution in Atlanta, Georgia. And at this point, she was actually pregnant with a second child. Roderick, Amir's dad, did say that he wanted to be more involved in his son's life, but that Zinah just would not allow it. She did, though, let Roderick see Amir over Thanksgiving in 2011. But he did not realize that this would be the last time that he would see his son, or that he would be one of the last people to see his son alive. Zinah's mom, Jocelyn, became very concerned. When it had been multiple weeks since Thanksgiving, and she did not see Amir or Zinah. And when Jocelyn did talk to Zinah, and she asked where Amir was, Zinah always had excuses. So the official date that they have Amir missing down for is November 22nd of 2011, because this was the official last time that he was seen. But Jocelyn actually didn't report them missing until early December of 2011. And then on December 24th of 2011, Zinah is involved in some type of car accident, where she crashed her burgundy 2004 Dodge Neon on Millwood Avenue and Lady Street in Columbia, South Carolina. I did see that it was a hit and run, but authorities did talk to Zinah on the scene, so I'm not sure if she called the police or if somebody else did or how that happened. And this crash actually did not take place far from her mom's home. And when the responding officer looked up her name, he found her in the missing persons database. Along with her missing, they had Amir missing as well. So this is when he begins to question her about where her 1-year-old son is, because he was not in the vehicle with her. And the first thing that she says to him is that she does not have any kids. But they eventually get her to say that she does have a son named Amir, but that he was staying with family. And from this point, she kind of kept changing her story about exactly what state he was in, who he was with, and because she would not tell them exactly where Amir was or was not able to bring them to where he was, she was charged with child neglect on December 29th of 2011. And when they searched her car, cadaver dogs were able to pick up a scent in the trunk and in the back seat. They also found a baby blanket covered in blood in the trunk of Zinah's car. And when they did the testing, they did find out that this was Amir's blood. There was also some of Amir's clothes and a shovel found in the car. And while Zinah was on trial in 2012, she gave birth to a baby girl. She was eventually charged with child neglect and was sentenced to 10 years in prison. But she only ended up having to serve 4 of those years and was released in November of 2016. She was put in a re-entry program and was placed under supervision. And I completely get that Zinah was very much struggling and that a lot of mothers, after they have babies, do not get the proper help that they need. Our medical system here in the United States definitely could do better. As you have a baby and you have all these hormones and all of that, and you have the baby and then they just send you home and they're like, best of luck to you. So I get where that's very overwhelming. So in a way, I do feel for Zinah. I also do not understand either, though. If she was that overwhelmed, why did she not give Amir to her mom or to Roderick? Because Amir was an innocent baby who did not ask to be here. And honestly, Zinah has not shown any interest in finding him or telling authorities about where he is. And that she only had to serve 4 years, and then now she's just out and she does not have to answer any type of question about what she did to Amir. It's honestly just mind-blowing to me. I think that they only should have let her out if she was willing to tell them where Amir was or what she did to him. And if he is alive, he would be 13 years old today. Authorities do believe that Zinah did kill him, but his body has never been found. Zinah has friends and family in Atlanta, Georgia, Charlottesville, North Carolina, and Columbia, South Carolina. There's a possibility that she disposed of his body in one of these places or dropped him off in one of these places. I'm also curious what happened with the little girl. I did not see any details about if she still had custody of her or what exactly happened there. I want to hold out hope that Amir is alive somewhere, but with all the abuse and everything that he went through, it's more than likely that he is deceased. His case remains unsolved, so if you know anything or remember seeing Zinah in any of these places, please speak up. Amir deserves justice and to be found. But thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you'll comment, subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye.